Hello guys, welcome back again. In today's video, I'll be telling you about the recent updates on the Luxembourg work visa that's actually going to benefit you. This is something you want to hear because it makes life easier right now. The updates applies to both the skilled and unskilled roles. So if you're someone looking to get into Luxembourg through menial jobs or entry-level roles, this makes it easier for you. Your visa processing time is now 70% faster. Getting of menial jobs in Luxembourg is now easier than it used to be. So average salaries in Luxembourg was also increased. It's now up to 75,919 for even unskilled workers now. And for the skilled ones, the specialized roles, you get about 120,000 euros annually. Isn't that wonderful, guys? This is some good news. The language barrier is now also reduced because a lot of companies now accept English language. But don't forget, if you learn to speak German language or Luxembourgish, it increases your chances of changing jobs. It increases your chances of communication. I would always tell you the truth. So learning the language is very important. Learn the basic languages, that German, French, or Luxembourgish also, to add to the English language you already speak. Your employers now will be the ones that will handle your whole visa application process from the beginning to the end. All you need to do is to send your documents to them from your country. Makes life easier, right? I would also be sharing the cities that offer higher salaries in Luxembourg, the jobs in demand in Luxembourg, the reasons why you should move to Luxembourg, the visa costs and the type of the visa options you have and the processing time in Luxembourg, the cost of living in Luxembourg. I will give you all these details in this video, so stick with me as we ride on. Recently, Luxembourg digitalized everything about work visa application, making life easy for the applicants. Anything visa application is now done online. You fill and submit online. The paper format has now been stopped, so you don't need to print out the form, fill and send to your consulate or the embassy. You start the application online and finish it online. It's now made very transparent that you get the whole information about your application process. Like the status is being sent to you from the beginning till the end of it. So you'll be rest assured to hear from them in no due time. It's now 70% faster than it used to be. You're not meeting anybody or talking to anybody or sending anything to anybody. Submit and then before you know it, you're hearing back from them. The online portal is now made like user-friendly with a user-friendly interface. With a user-centric interface to make life easy. Everything is now smoother. Start your application now before you know it, provided you have everything you need to submit at the same time while you're doing your application. It's going to go as fast as that. Now, life is now easier for both the government officials that works there and you, the applicant. You don't have to worry about if they're going to get your documents, who is going to receive it, if the person is a friendly or somebody happy or something. Now, it's now so fast. So this makes life easier for anybody looking to move to Luxembourg. You can do your application yourself. You don't need any visa agent to do this for you. Go ahead and do your application yourself. Now, let me tell you the reasons why you should move to Luxembourg. Luxembourg is very much dedicated to the social well-being of its residents. That is why they ensure extensive healthcare access to everybody that lives in Luxembourg. They are also very keen about the safety of the residents there. And of course, Luxembourg, they have low crime rates. They have a very strong economy. They have jobs, a lot of jobs there, looking for people to take them up. They are often looking for skilled workers and unskilled workers to take up the opportunities in Luxembourg. There are a lot of jobs for foreigners. Don't let anybody deceive you that there is no job. No, there are jobs. I would only advise you to at least get little skills that will make you sellable, make employers want to employ you and not run after employers. Make yourself sellable. That's what I would say. That's the best word I'm going to use for this. Let them look for you. Let them seek for you. And before you know it, you're going to land in Luxembourg. Luxembourg is one country I know that is always in high demand of skilled workers. In the fields like engineering, IT, finance, these are the opportunities that are rampant in Luxembourg. They have a lot of financial organizations, the international financial organizations in Luxembourg. So they are always looking for people. So when you know something that is something that is viable in a country, key yourself in that line. Take up courses or get skills in this line and you're going to easily get what you want. But there are also opportunities for unskilled workers. There are people ready to employ as an unskilled worker. There are healthcare opportunities in Luxembourg also. So know which one suits you more, know which one you fall under, and then start applying, because now things are made easier. You don't need an agent to do your application. Luxembourg also has a very low unemployment rate. That's to tell you there are always jobs there. If you wish to get in there, when you get in there, just know you will get something. Now let's talk about the salaries and the tax rate in Luxembourg. Luxembourg, we know, is one of the richest countries in the whole world, and they pay the highest average salary that can be up to 100,000 euros in the sectors like IT and finance. They also have this tax scheme that is made for foreigners, highly skilled foreign workers. That's to say, you as a foreigner in Luxembourg, you're going to be able to save so much money because your tax rate will not be so much. The language barrier in Luxembourg is not so much when it comes to the smaller cities, but we also have to remember that Luxembourgish is still the official language they have there. Companies get to accept German language, French, as well as English in the bigger cities. So if you're going there, you should know the area you're going to also adjust easily. But it also makes it easier for foreigners to integrate there. When it comes to language, English is widely accepted, but it's always easier for you to target some cities that you know you're not going to have issues with the language at all. Luxembourg offers a wide range of career paths for foreigners, which now makes it possible for jobs to come out for both the skilled and unskilled roles. You already know they are known to have very low unemployment rate, so there does be rest assured there are opportunities there for you. The main thing is for you to get in there. You always find an opportunity there for you. Also, because of where Luxembourg is situated, which is the central part of Europe, it gives you the opportunity to also tour around the other European countries using the D visa, which allows you to move around Schengen countries. So this is a good place for you to move to. It gives you the opportunity to try out other places, which also will help in growing your career. You might be looking for something that is not in Luxembourg. So visiting other places will give you the avenue to know about the country, and then you decide on where you want to go to. Now we're going to be talking about how much you can earn in Luxembourg, and I'll be starting with the skilled workers, then I'll go down to unskilled workers. For the skilled workers, we have the financial analysts. They earn about 70,000 to 90,000 euros yearly, and then bank managers 110,000 to 130,000. This is annual salary I'm mentioning. Software engineers 65,000 to 85,000 euros yearly. IT project managers make about 85,000 euros to 100,000 euros yearly. The doctors now make about 120,000 to 150,000 euros. Medical personnel are always sought after in Luxembourg. Now I go down to semi-skilled. We have the plumbers and the electricians. They make up to 35,000 euros to 45,000 euros annually. Construction workers make about 30,000 euros to 40,000 euros. And retail managers make about 30,000 euros to 40,000 euros also. For the unskilled workers like cleaners, they make about 22,000 euros to 28,000 euros. Waiters and waitresses make up to 24,000 euros to 32,000 euros. Then the cashiers, they make up to 25,000 euros to 30,000 euros. Now, if you compare these salaries with some other countries in Europe, you see that Luxembourg pays more. Theirs is higher. And these salaries I mentioned are not even fixed because they vary. You can earn more than this based on your experience, the skill, the company you're working, the city where you're working, the role in the job the organization where you're working, your experience, your qualification. All these things also matters when it comes to determining how much you're going to earn in Luxembourg. So the bigger cities in Luxembourg pay more salaries. You can focus on cities like the capital, like Luxembourg City, Bitrange, and Trassen. Bitrange, Trassen, and Luxembourg City. So just look for the cities where you know they pay more, and then target there if you want to make more salary. Now we talk about the cost of living in Luxembourg. For a single person without any family, you spend about 2,500 to 3,500 euros monthly. It covers your transportation, your rent, your utilities, and your groceries. So let's say you have a family and your family per like family of four, you spend about 5,000 euros to 8,000 euros monthly. including your rent, your transportation, your utility and groceries. Of course, your apartment is going to be bigger than that of somebody that is single. Now, you have to have this behind your mind. When you talk about expenses in Luxembourg, rent is like the most expensive thing in Luxembourg, and it's more expensive in the bigger cities. So if you're going for the bigger cities, you have to remember this. Then grocery also is also very expensive in Luxembourg, but they also have like very affordable international supermarkets that makes life easier for everybody that lives in Luxembourg. So you choose where you want to shop. It depends on if you want to go to the expensive supermarkets or the ones that are made cheap or cheaper. Just pick anywhere you want to go for and go for it. Then healthcare also is the best in Luxembourg, but it can be expensive if you don't have insurance to cover you. Childcare is also expensive, but the good thing about Luxembourg is that you're being paid well. They pay high salaries and low tax rates. So comparing with some countries in Europe, you see you're still better off in Luxembourg than any other country. So I'll be telling you the visa options you have in Luxembourg. The first one is the work permit, which is for applicants with job offers in Luxembourg, and is like the most common visa type in Luxembourg. Second one, you have the EU blue card. This is for highly skilled workers that are either from outside the EU or EEA, and then you should have a university degree and a job offer with the salary threshold. They have their own salary threshold, so that's why I said it's for highly skilled personnel. Then you have the job seeker visa that allows you to come into Luxembourg to look for a job. It's valid for 6 months. If you get a job within that 6 months and the job like gives you a permanent contract, you can stay back in Luxembourg. You also have the entrepreneurial visa, which allows you to come into Luxembourg to start up a business. If you have that in mind, if you're a business-minded person, then this is a good visa for you. You have the ICT visa, that's the intra-company visa. For organizations that have their branches in Luxembourg, you can transfer to Luxembourg or let somebody in that branch in Luxembourg create an opportunity, a position there for you to go to Luxembourg and take up. Now we talk about the visa costs. The work visa, which is a day visa, the long-term visa, costs about 80 euros. But this can also vary depending on the type of work visa you're going for. They have different types of work visa like I listed earlier. So whichever one you're going for might determine how much you're going to be paying. You can also see some additional costs like document attestation or translation. If you need the documents to be translated to English or German or any other or their language, this will also require cost. And of course, the visa fee charge would also be adding there. Now, the processing time also varies depending on the kind of visa you're going for. Let's say the work visa, now you're going for the EU blue card or the work permit. It will also vary because of the kind of job, the kind of visa you're going for. Also, the workload on the embassy or consulate handling your visa application would also affect the processing time. But in general, the processing time that is known is about 4 to 12 weeks. That's about 1 to 3 months. That is the general visa processing time. But like I said, it can vary. So let's say the factors that can actually affect your visa application being delayed is one, the workload on the consulate, the embassy handling your case. Then if your visa application is not complete, if they need to ask you to send in a document or whatever it is, it's going to delay your visa application. Thirdly, the visa category, the type of visa you're going for, might affect your visa application processing time. Talk about the job boards and agencies that can help you achieve your dreams of migrating abroad. The first I'll talk about is ADEM. That is the Luxembourg Government Official Employment Board that covers everything about employment. All employers in Luxembourg have to get approval from this particular body to be able to employ people from other countries. So it's a very good place for you to register. I have a comprehensive video about ADM in my channel. The link is going to be in the description, so go ahead and watch it so you understand how to navigate to the website and register with them. The next one is Indeed.lu. Also have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the best of the best of the best. As in, I don't know how to describe this particular platform. If you know how to navigate it, you can build your career from LinkedIn. You get to network with people from this LinkedIn. We also have Mustard.lu, jobs.lu. Now, let's say you're looking for industry specific boards. Now, you talk about e-financial careers. If you're in the finance or in the IT sector, this is a good place for you to register. EURES, which is the general body for everything jobs in Europe. It covers the whole countries in Europe. You can also make your European standard CV on EURES. This is going to help you use it to apply for different jobs, different countries, but ensure that whenever you're applying for any job, please let your CV be tailored to that particular job. You can't use one CV because it said it's meant for example, Luxembourg. You now use it for Luxembourg, the whole Luxembourg jobs. No, each job should have a particular CV for it. That is why you have to make sure that ChatGPT is your friend so you can use it to build your CV. So we also have recruitment agencies. Some of these recruitment agencies, some of them are free, while some are not free. We also have LHH. I have also a comprehensive video about LHH on my channel. The link is also going to be in the description box, so you also watch it and register. You talk about Robert Half, they're mainly for accounting, finance, tech, and marketing roles. We have KR Recruitment. There is a known recruitment agency in Luxembourg, specializes for banking, legal sectors, and finances. INS Global, they focus on insurance and financial service sectors. Then you have Sophites Talent. This is a leading recruitment agency in Luxembourg, and they focus on IT, engineers, and finances. Now, guys, before we leave here, I want you to always know that before you apply for any job in Luxembourg, please make sure you build your Luxembourg to the Luxembourg standard. For their CV and their cover letter, please tailor your CV and cover letter align to each of the job openings you're going for. This is the key thing to you getting a job. You might be applying for a lot of jobs and you think you're not being answered. That's because you're using a CV that is not aligning with what they want. Forgetting, okay, it might be in Luxembourg standard, but it's not a CV that is meant for that particular role or that particular job you're applying for. So please ensure your CV is aligned to the job, in particular, the job description you're going for. In your CV, write in your CV, highlight your skills. The skills are needed in that particular job. Make sure you highlight it in your CV. It's going to help your CV when it's being run under the ATS that sieves out CVs that are not meant for a particular job. Your CV will still be there. This is the reason why most of people apply for jobs are not being called. Your CV will just be sieved out immediately as they're running it through to be taken off because it does not align with the job description listed there. Always ensure you attend professional networking. You attend relevant events to connect with people in your field. Connect with people in your field is really going to help you to align and know how to even get jobs. You hear from them how they got theirs, and then you also help you to get yours. Please go ahead and learn French. Learn German language. Learn Luxembourgish if you can, please. I'm not saying it's compulsory, but it's going to be an added advantage for you. If you put it in your CV that you can speak any of these languages, bet me you're going to get job faster. Please start with Duolingo for your German language, even French. You can find all these languages there. So this is it for now, guys. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you know it was helpful to you. Please, that's all I'm asking. Thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you haven't done that. Thank you to my return subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. I'll see you on my next video. Good luck as you do your application.